Hello and welcome to Tuesday. It's election day here in the US, and today's been, well, I guess it's like mostly local elections, not the big presidential election. I think it's first Tuesday of November is election day, and today is, well, what is it? 7th? No, wait, it is. Okay, it's the 7th. So yeah, first Tuesday. Wow. First Tuesday of the month. Is election day, and gotta do your express your right as a citizen to vote. I don't care who or what you vote for, just go out and vote. Is like kind of just it's a constitutional right, I think. Either way, it's it was weird. This morning I went out, like I got up like 5 or something ridiculous. Did a bunch of stuff, and I told myself, you know what, polls open at 6. Let's walk over. My polling place is right around the block, so went there, hung out for a little bit. The thing is, they saw a quote unquote error underneath my name, and what was it? It was like ballot 35, something along those lines. Like, it was very unique. Like, everybody there was saying they had never seen it. It was just I don't even think it was an error. It was just red text underneath my name, and they had never seen it on anybody else, which is, odd, right? Of course, it would happen to me, but that's fine. Um, so they start calling people over from the other tables, like, hey, do you know what this means? Because normally when you click on somebody's name, there's a box underneath for them to sign. That box wasn't there for me, so everybody's like, okay, that's really weird. So like a couple people make some calls to like whoever higher up, and they have no idea, and that's weird. The people running the that polling place called, who's ever in charge of, like, I guess my county or the state elections. They make some calls to the higher ups and they're like, hey, what does this mean? Nobody knows. And that's always a good sign, especially during election day when nobody knows what this error means. It's wonderful. It's the first thing in the morning, too. I was there, like, I left the house at 6, and it only takes a couple of minutes to walk around the block to get to the polling place. So, I was like one of the first people there. They didn't have any stickers, but do I have any stickers in this mystical magical drawer behind me? Um, I don't think I do, but that's fine. Like I said, there were. What am I saying? What am I saying? They didn't have any stickers, but because of this magical error that I was getting, uh, I was very curious to see if if they searched any other people's names, uh, if that was if that error is popping up. Fun fact: you can't search for other people's name because it's illegal, so you couldn't do that. Wink. Um, so we're stuck with this error, and we're not sure it's an error. Like, I wasn't entirely sure it was an error. It just had, like, some red text, which is odd. But everybody's like, I've never seen this before, and we didn't really like. Nothing really prompted us for an error. Like, in the top right corner, it said like next or proceed or whatever. So tapped on that. There's the signature box, and I can just vote as normally. And that's odd, right? Like, we see some like brand new text. Everything's a bit different, and everybody's like, yeah, this is very different from what we're normally used to. So that's that's about that. Um, like, we press the next button, I sign, and they're like, okay, here you go, here's your ballot, and that was it. Ballot was very typical of an election, I guess here. All the people on the ballot were like either the only person running, or like uh if it's like select 4 people and there's only 4 options, it's like that. If there's like select 1 or 2 people, same thing. It's only 2 options. There is very like little decision making, and that was about it. Um, there was one other thing, right? On the back, so like on the front of it, you have all your people that you're voting for. On the back, you have 2 little things that are like, hey, vote against the debt thing for like I think it's waste treatment or like some kind of garbage disposal kind of thing. And then another was like schools, like debt for schools or whatever. And it's just like I looked it up last night and I was like, yeah, vote yes for this, vote yes for this, because it passed previous years and like it's getting rid of money or like getting rid of debt for essential things. So it's like, yeah, let's do that. That's about it. uh, but yeah, that's my weird election story for this year. Next year is going to be a big one, which is the presidential election in 2024. That's gonna be big. I have no idea what lies in store there. We'll see. Probably the current president, Mr. Joe. Uh, and then I have no idea who's going to be a Republican candidate. We'll see what happens then. It's gonna be wild, but at least this year it wasn't like too intense. It's just very local stuff that really, I don't feel it's gonna be too impactful. It's always impactful to go vote. That's why like you always do it. But it's just like, I don't think it's gonna make too much of a difference. What happens very locally. Again, like all the people that were running, it was like very few decisions. I think it was like maybe like some higher up people in the county, but like law officers and like a bunch of the people are just like, I'm the only option, so you can only vote for me. So it's like, well, you can't do much there, but it's the right thing to do. It's expressing your right as a citizen. I'm sure this happens in every other country where you have the right to vote. Go do it. It's about it. It's been fun. I did spend the day doing some other stuff, but election stuff's the big thing, so that's why we're talking about it here. For now, however, that's what I'm gonna call it for today. Thank you all for watching. I hope to see you tomorrow, and until then, later.